to Zambia. This is a story which begins in the early 90s in the village of Mukupudu, Chipata, in the eastern province of Zambia, 569 kilometers from Lusaka, with the man who goes by the name Iqbal Muhammad Patel. After spending most of his childhood in Chipata in the eastern province, Mr. Patel later moved to Lusaka, the capital city of Zambia. In the early 90s, while he still was doing his secondary schooling, he would purchase household provisions from the capital and hire his father's car to transport them to the Chipata, where he would sell them from a car's truck. This was something he usually did on weekends while he still was not at school, and would probably make it back to school on Monday. This marked his onset of enterprising in Zambia. He later went on to acquire a textile trading outfit and later on a bakery, which made reasonable success and opened his gateway into fast-moving consumer goods. This was his formal introduction into the business world. In 1995, he successfully experimented on a washing paste out of a garage. This shaped the formation of Trade Kings. By late 1995, the company was employing about 80 people and had only 4 trucks for distribution. The household washing paste Mr. Patel invented would later become an iconic brand in Southern Africa. It is now the well-known Blue Broom detergent paste, encompassed under the Boom brand of Trade Kings Group. After establishing its first product, the company was set for growth, introducing the launch of the Yebo Carbolic soaps in 1997, followed by the Romeo soap brand and Super Sweets in 1998. The introduction of Super Sweets was its first diversification project into foods, which paved the way for the company to explore new food products, creating a confectionery division. Unfortunately, just 2 years after the launch of Trade Kings, on the 15th of May 1997, the company was dragged to court by another fast-moving consumer goods giant, Unilever Public Limited Company, over a trademark issue. Trade Kings, in its newly launched line of personal care products, it had introduced a bath soap named Geza under the trademark registered as Geza Beauty Soap and Flower Device. This led to a dispute since Unilever had its own beauty soap named Geisha Beauty Soap, which was already in existence, and they saw this as infringement. However, in 1998, the company made the headlines for its 10 billion kwacha plant in Lusaka for making soaps, sweets, and edible oils, at the time promising 600 jobs. By now, the company had already proved to be kings of trade, since only 3 years after its inception, it already had a lot of achievements in its basket. Not stopping there, in early 2000, Trade King set up another 1 billion kwacha plant to produce 150 tons of a local traditional brew called Super Maheo, to cover the gap that existed that was left out by national breweries, which at that time was the producers of Mocha Maheo and Premier Maheo. Super Maheo was a product which turned out to be very successful, that in 2001, Trade Kings Super Maheo entered the Malawian market, firstly through an indirect export strategy with ABC International Export. The brand gained popularity in 2002, and Malawi Export Limited became the company's overseas agents. Then, a Trade King branch was finally opened in the capital city Lilongwe on 1 June 2005. In the very same year, the company made another striking move by entering the South African market as Trade King South Africa, establishing in 2005 as a subsidiary to the parent company, and was importing the group's products into the South African market. And then, 4 years later, the management decided to set up a plant in Johannesburg which produced chews and candies. This is the home of Super Sweets, Amazon Monster Pops, Soccer Chews, and Amazon Chews. The plant is a state-of-the-art plant which is also said to be the biggest and the largest and first of its kind in the sub-Saharan region. In 2006, the company officially launched the Amazon brand, which later gave birth to a number of cross-pollinated ideas, leading to the rise of 4 of its specialist brands, which are Swissberg, Yo-Yo Fun Snacks, Nyama Soya, and Big Tree brands under Royal Oak. And Big Tree Brands today owns and operates an $80 million beverages plant in Lusaka multi-facility economic zone. In 2008 came the commissioning of the company's venture into steel through the Kafue Steel Mills under the banner of Universal Mining and Chemical Industries, which later on became integrated in 2017, and the company started mining ore, converting it into finished steel products. So the group caters for its own steel requirements without outsourcing. With such rapid growth and expansion, the company was now noticeable to other competitors that in 2009 Sub Miller announced its intention to acquire Trade King Super Mayeo for about $19.5 million through its subsidiary Enrich Syndicate Limited. And in 2010, the company was dragged into Malawian courts by Polar Beverages over trademark issues again. The following year, in 2011, Trade Kings Group was once more dragged to court in Lusaka by Stanbic Bank Zambia Limited over failing to honor its forex obligation contract with the bank. And the pattern went as if each year the company was dragged into the courts, next year it would do something bigger. In 2011, the company started operating in Zimbabwe as Zinc Kings Private Limited, a trading company for imported detergent products from Trade King Zambia. Then after establishing successfully, the company went on to invest about $20 million in the setting up of a manufacturing plant in Workington industrial area in Harare, Zimbabwe. With the plant manufacturing boom washing powder and boom paste, the commercial production commenced in 2018 with the initial capacity of producing 3,500 tons of boom washing powder and 400 tons of boom paste per month. Zim Kings also exports to Mozambique and in 2020 expressed its interest of producing maheo and snakes in Zimbabwe. According to reports made in Zimbabwe, the plant is said to be worth $20 million, but in Zambia, all the reports led to the fact that the plant was worth $50 million. However, the company has been flourishing very well in Zimbabwean market and has also been proven to be a very big competitor to other companies in the existing market. In 2010, the company launched the Boom Bubble Plus detergents powder, followed by the launch of the Boom household range of home care products in 2012. And in 2015, the group incorporated Dairy Gold, which is a subsidiary which produces a range of products from bottled maheo to milkshakes and juices. In 2016 came the now dominating Big Tree brands, specializing in beverages ranging from carbonated soft drinks, fruit juices and energy drinks. Among its well-known products is Vatra mineral water, Fruticana fruit juice, as well as Wildcat energy drink. In a number of cases, the group in its domestic market has been accused of paying very low wages to its Zambian staff, but giving huge payouts to workers of Asian origin. After this accusation, the company founder and chairman Mr. Patel responded by calling Zambians lazy and only good at sex and should resign if they so wished. The company has also been accused of monopolizing the Zambian market in its line of businesses. But as you know, with a company this big, it will be almost impossible to go without stories. This largest Zambian FMCG producer is said to have used some underhand methods, unethical and predatory market behavior to kill rivalry. The company reportedly has the Zambian Revenue Authority at its fingertips to do the dirty work for them by burying rivals alive with tax issues and huge bills to fast-track upcoming businesses. This is said to be possible through ZRA Commissioner Kingsley Chanda, who is a personal friend and a partner to Khalid Muhammad and Iqbal Patel, the company's owners. Chanda was also a tax consultant for Trade Kings before joining ZRA. According to insiders, Trade Kings is the only company in Zambia that gets its tax refunds almost immediately, thanks to Mr. Chanda, who is a friend with benefits. It is also said to be the same case with the Competition and Consumer Protection Commission Zambia as it is with the ZRA. In 2019, Trade Kings is said to have been behind the ban of Revin Zambia Limited's energy drink SX after it was maliciously accused of adulterating the drink with a male sex boost Viagra. The founder, Mr. Iqbal Patel, is said to have bribed senior officials at the Pharmaceutical Society of Zambia and other government agencies to concoct laboratory testing, highlighting the drink contained harmful drugs. This move paved the way for its own Kung Fu energy drink to be an option and popularized in the market. This ban was later reversed, but Raven's image had already vanished both in the local and the international export market like Zimbabwe, Uganda and Malawi. The group is said to have been engaging in a lot of anti-competition behavior schemes, with traders at Kwamala complaining that they were being forced to stock up their shelves with the group's products only. Since the group's formation in 1995, the company has grown this big and is still owned by Mr. Iqbal Muhammad Patel as well as Muhammad Khalid Muhammad, and the company has made most of its dealings private. With all that being said, we would also like to appreciate the fact that the company is one of the biggest in the region as well as one of the best in Africa. So, this has been the story of Zambia's biggest private company. Thank you for watching this video. If you did like it, please show by liking and subscribing to more juice and news. See you next time. Stay sharp.